You're right everyone, it's Ace here from Team RCC. So this is a little follow-up video on the 3 bands I've been testing. The .65 Precise, the .65 Purple from AliExpress and the .7 or .72 Cold Weather Precise. Now I wasn't going to retest these bands until I'd done about 100 shots with them. But I tested the other day 9 degrees, today it's 3 degrees. 6 degrees difference. I'd like to see what the drop is like. They've had a few more shots for them now, but not many. Each band has had, I think, 20 shots, about 20 shots, so we're pushing, with this testing, pushing up to 30 shots or thereabouts. Odd shot here and there, if I lose it doesn't make any difference overall. But yeah, we'll give it a go and we'll see what they're like in these temps. Hopefully we'll get this thing working alright. I can't really slag it off too much because Simon from Slingshots gave me it, so, but I don't think it really likes the cold, if I'm honest. I don't think that's going to work now, look, when that does that. Try it again. No, it's showing up error. Fucking thing. No, it's not seeming to want to work. Come on. Just work. Don't particularly want to be stood out here in this cold. .196. .198. .197. .198. 200. That little 6mm one's going to do it very good. .202. .191. I think we started off the other day at 211 and we're getting here 191, 20 feet per second at its worst. It's not too bad. Right, the next one we'll see how we go with the purple. Right, so now we're going to do the purple band. This was the worst of the 3. Again, it's had 20 shots through it now, so we'll have 6, maybe 7, see how we get on. But I think last time this was averaging 211 to 216 thereabouts. I think 216 was about its top, so it was 4 or 5 feet slower per second than the .65 Precise, which I've just tested. But we'll see how the drop is in the cold. I know the .65 was looking at around about 25 feet per second drop, so we'll see about this one. We start to turn it on. Let's hope we don't get no malfunctions from it this time. .195. That's a good start considering the .65 Precise topped out at 196. 192. 191. 192. 192. For God's sake. Right, that one was averaging 191 to 196. Similar drop, well, dropping to similar speeds as the .65 precise, but not as overall a bigger drop, maybe 20 feet per second. So this one, in comparison to shooting in warmer temperatures, is actually performing a little bit better in the cold. It's not dropping off. I think you could average with this maybe 195. Basically, this will shoot as good as the .65 precise in the cold, whereas in the warmer temperatures it's a little bit slower, but that's not bad results considering, really. Next one is the most important one, is the .72 cold weather precise. That's the one I'm looking forward to seeing there, how it performs. Right, now this is the all important test for me. It is the .7 or .72. I know it keeps it .7 on it, but I don't know whether it's 7 or 7.2, whatever. It's the cold weather band, supposed to perform better in the cold. Now, this is at 20 shots like the other ones. I did say I would cut this 5mm longer next time to help with my draw length, but after shooting it a few more times, I'd cut it 10mm longer. So it is, I can get it to my anchor point, but it really is, it's too much for it. It needs to be 10mm longer. But we'll see how it goes. It performed around 20 feet per second better than the other bands, but if I'm honest, 20 feet per second is what you'd expect a slightly thicker band to do anyway. The others are .65, this is .7, .72. You'd expect 20 feet per second faster. So the cold isn't doing it any good, but we'll see how it holds its speed in the cold now. And away we go. That's not a good start. You see these things? I hate them. I would really call it names, but Simon from Wasp Catapults actually gifted it to me, so I can't really complain too much. We'll start again, take two. And it's not working again. Let's try again. Take three. Right, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the elastics because I didn't really do it in the video. And this is my opinions now. Remember, the first time I tested these bands, it was 9 degrees, which is a comfortable temperature. The second time I've just tested them was 3 degrees, which is virtually freezing. It's not far off anyway. 3 to be precise. So the first time they went out, it was the first 6-7 shots. The second time they've gone out, they'd had 20 put through them, 21 or 2. So we're talking, they're pushing 30 shots now, these bands. Now, the natural precise, I came into this liking anyway because I've been shooting it. I've managed to get it to my right draw length and whatnot. Bear in mind, all these tapers are 23-17. These are cut for me, how I'd shoot. I'm testing it how I'd shoot. So it's just my opinion to give you a rough idea of what it'd be like. Now, I've got a little chart here that I've done. The natural, I was getting 211 to 219 at 9 degrees. Then, obviously, after 20 shots, I've tested it in 3 degrees. I'm getting 191 to 202. Now, the average drop over that 6 degrees drop in temperature for this is 19 feet per second. Now, if I'm honest with you, I think it's a little bit unfair because what pushed the average down or up was the 191 Now the 191 was uncharacteristic. It was holding 196s, 197s, so I don't know where that come out. It might have been a bit of a freak one. So I think it kind of didn't really do it justice. I can only go from what I've read on there, so that's what I've done. I've gone 19 FPS, but if I'm honest, I think this would consistently hold 195 in temperatures from freezing to 3 degrees and up. It'd only obviously gain, but I think round about freezing temps you'd average 195 with this, which would change the average of this to a 17 FPS drop. I really like it. The purple, again, averaging 19 feet per second drop with the 6 degrees temp difference. First 6 at 9 degrees, 209 to 216, and at 3 degrees after 20 shots, 191 to 196. This band's holding its own. It's dropping off pretty much the same as the other two, but it's still, I mean, it's not as fast as band as the other two, and it's never going to be as fast in either temp. So it's as simple as that. It doesn't feel as smooth as the natural precise to me. If I'm honest, it's a slightly inferior band to the 0.65 precise and the cold weather band. Nevertheless, it's a good band at this point. I'm going to retest these bands at 100 shots as well, so you never know, it might hold its speed better over a majority of shots than the other. It might outlast them, so it's not dead in the water yet, the purple. Now this was the interesting one. This one apparently is the cold weather band. Now this is pushing out 220 to 230 with the first 6 shots at 9 degrees, which is only around about 10 feet per second faster than the 0.65 natural precise. At 3 degrees it's pushing out 209 to 213. The average drop of this is 14 FPS. So, well, it's not dropping as much as the other two on average with that 6 degrees temperature difference. So you could say it's performing a little bit better in the cold than the other two, but it's not a lot. I mean, the extra speed that this band is providing over the other two is only what I would expect from a slightly thicker band. The others are 0.65, this is 0.7, I think it's 0.7 or 7.2, stand corrected, whatever. But either way, it's a thicker band. It's entitled to give you 10 feet per second more, 10 or 12, even 15 feet per second more. In some cases, 20. But it's not. Is it cold weather band? I personally think it's a load of twaddle. I really do. If I'd have went out there and I'd have shot today and this would have held the same speeds as it did at 9 degrees, I'd have said this is a brilliant cold weather band. But it hasn't. It's dropped off. Not to the degree of the others, but it's still dropped off. I will say though, I would shoot better with it if I had another 10 mil on it. I can get to my anchor point, but it is absolutely maxed out to the hilt and I don't like it. Speed wise it's fine, but accuracy wise it wouldn't be for me. I'd have to add 10 mil. In adding 10 mil I'd probably gain anything between 3 and 5 feet per second, but it would still show the same similar type of times. You could just add FPS to what I've already written down there. If I'm honest, it would be quite simple to work out. It still dropped the 14 FPS in the cold. So yeah, it's not dropping it off as much as the others. You've got the purple one dropping at 19 FPS on average. The natural precise is, well, I've got down 19, but I truly believe I could get closer to 17 with that. And this is 14. So yeah, it is holding its speed a little bit better in the cold, but nothing more than what you'd expect it to do if it was just a normal thicker band like it is. I mean, if this was 0.65, I'd say yeah, it's brilliant. It's putting out better speeds in the cold, it's holding its average better, but it's a thicker band, you'd expect it. So all this cold weather stuff the Chinese are saying at this moment in time, I think it's a load of rubbish. Like I said, I'll be back after 100 shots with these bands. I'll give them a go then, and we'll see what the speeds are like. For all you know, the purple could pull through. We'll also give it a go longevity. Again, you'd think this would last longer with it being thicker, but we'll see. Anyway, that's the boring stuff over. Thanks for watching. Back to